really sweet man. His name's Eric. Comments and says that all Lester does is nags and complains all day. When in reality, my only job is to lay in bed making videos. Okay, I'm paraphrasing his comment, but all I do is walk around to nag and complain. Come on, girls. When in reality, all I do every day, come on, is lay around in bed making videos. Oh my goodness gracious, sweetie. Mr. Eric, and to the 4 or 5 people who hit that little like button on Eric's comment, this is for you all. And even though this may be a video dedicated to those folks, it actually does. I want to answer a whole lot of your questions about what goes on around here on a day-by-day basis, behind the scenes, things that you may never know that happen, that have to happen to keep this place running in tip-top shape. And I would say to make the properties some of the most beautiful on the entire internet. So enjoy the video. Yes, it was inspired by Mr. Eric. I'm sure he's a wonderful man. But it actually could do a whole lot of insight to other folks who don't know the ins and outs. Mwah. All right? So come on, join me. Don't leave me now, y'all. Don't leave me now. Okay, let's back up, back, 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 easy, right there, whoa. video making as my profession means I got to think about things like a businessman does. And in saying so, there are some videos that make for good business and some videos don't. I've talked about it a number of times, and guys, I know that not everything that I say applies to everybody, but I would say by and large, if I make a video of me doing mundane farm chores or repairs like I'm doing today, moving hay, loading hay, unloading hay, feed stores, etc., I'm going to just give you a number that's going to probably blow your mind. I would say that the views would be about half of what we normally get. And then the watch time is going to be about a fourth of what we normally get. I say is people don't sometimes understand how much work it takes to keep pastures green, keep your yard landscaped, keep your fences, intact, keep your animals fed. And today I am finding myself on a beautiful day, just a gorgeous day, doing a lot of things that many people could care less about. Let me try to explain the best that I can. What we don't do around here is just make videos. Now, we do find time to make videos, obviously, because that's how we make a living. Everyone knows that we run ads on our videos, and YouTube will give us a small percentage of the revenue that they make off of the ads that play while you're watching a video. So in saying so, we have to be aware of whatever we're videoing has to be something that appeals to an audience. If you make videos of things that don't appeal to people, then YouTube will pick up on that, and they're saying, why should we waste people's time on our platform? Because if we're not making any money, then YouTube's making no money. Let me explain it a little bit differently. Today, I'm going to start painting the post to our chicken coop, or our chicken run. And we're also going to start putting the corral board across here and then getting all of our fencing done in time for all of our chicks. But in saying so, nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to watch Lester put his tripod out and watch me paint fence post. It doesn't matter how much you may enjoy content, nobody wants to see that. No one wants to see me burn that trash. Nobody wants to watch me clean the feed room. And I doubt that anybody's going to want to watch me take all of these 16-foot pieces of, this is going to hurt. It's going to hurt. It hurt. Those are things that nobody wants to see. The reason I say that is because there are so many jobs that we do here on the property that, in a way, they go unnoticed because you don't actually see them getting done. What I'm trying to say, in a nutshell, is that there's a lot of times, a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. That's the part that we call the blood, sweat, and tears that we do that people have no interest in. This is where it hurts. That sends a shock wave all the way through my body. It does. But I feel like people enjoy seeing the finished product, but sometimes they forget of all the work that goes into creating that product. I guess in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is you don't have crews that come by and do all of your landscaping for you. You don't have guys that come by to do all the feeding and all of your basic chores. A lot of things that go into maintaining your property and keeping it beautiful, keeping your animals fed and happy, trips to the feed store, obviously time here on the pasture requires a whole lot of your time. And so the videos that we try to bring you truly are just small pieces of, you might say, finished products. Picking up dog trash. Hey, Mr. Ringers. Hi, Mr. Ringy Rings. Hi, Mr. Ringer Ringers. But we feel like all of these kind of things are important because no one wants to see a place that's falling apart. One day, I was talking to my son about all the components it takes to have a championship football team. And everyone knows you got to have a good quarterback, you got to have a good offense, you got to have a good defense. And many times, people forget that there are so many things that have to happen behind the scenes to allow that championship team to be a champion. And even if you're not a championship team, there are people who will not go to your games if, in fact, the facilities are run down. And no matter how many superstars you have on your team, if your superstars have to play in a stadium that's falling apart or decrepit, then people are not going to want to go watch those games. Your superstars can draw people in, but it's other things around those stars that's going to keep people coming back. So what I did was, I says, let's talk about your team. And I says, on your team, being your farm animals, who are your superstars? And Ellie thought about it a little bit, and he goes, well, Maisie. And if you guys don't know, Maisie is their miracle pig. And I says, absolutely, Maisie is a star. She's a star of your team. And in fact, all football teams do have a couple of stars, those that just shine above and beyond everybody else. He said they also have Ziggy. I'm like, yep, absolutely. And Ziggy is a huge character. He would be a superstar on Ellie and Megan's team. And he goes by and he names some of their most popular animals. So I said, well, so what you're telling me, son, is that you already have some star power. I said, the same way we do at our farm. We have our stars. We have our Ringos. We have our Pig Trudies. We have our Carl. So you have the stars of the show. Everybody else is like the supporting characters or the teammates to those stars. They all kind of make up the team. And so Ellie and I kind of agreed at that point that you have your stars. And I says, but what else goes into making all of those stars great? And we talked about the coaching, management, facilities. And I says, because think about this for a moment. I says, how important would it be to the fans of the sport to go see the stars, yet the facilities are filthy? The facilities, the stadium, the seats, the bathrooms are just falling apart. I says, at some point, fans would stop going. No matter how great the stars may be, your fans are not going to go if you do not keep up with the facilities. How many channels you watch that have dirty water? And I told my son that. I says, guys, there's dirty water. That's going to reflect poorly, no matter how big of a star you may have. Longhorn Lesper to Casper. Oh, no matter how many stars you may have on your team, if you're only providing your team nasty Gatorade, guess what? That's not going to, I think you get the point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 by 16, 4, 5. That makes 6 boards. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 19, 12. So we need 12 boards, and I have plenty to go across here. So here's the wire. I can't read that. So it is 48 inches tall, so it's 4 foot. This is 4 foot wire. So we will not be able to go up to the full 5 feet that we did on our other pastures, which is fine. But I do think having a board go across the top and one in the middle and one in the bottom would help secure that stuff and make it a lot harder for predators to break into. Well, I think I made my point in the fact that Lester doesn't lay around all day in bed playing on his phone, making videos, but I also don't pull my camera out throughout the day and on all of the jobs that we have to do to keep the properties looking as pristine and beautiful as what they do. You know, if you think about it, Eric actually inspired a video out of me. Thank you, Eric. Thank you. Eric, I'm not mad at you. I hope you know I'm not even picking on you. I just used your comment. It was the most recent one to make my point. 24 hours in a day, friends. And our videos are about 10 minutes each. So you can imagine how much downtime there is between videos, which means downtime for you all, but it's not downtime for us. One fun experiment you can do yourself is, not today because the results don't always show right away. Millie, you old flea bag, sweetie, don't scratch over there, sweetie. But take some time tomorrow or later on today to go back and look at the views on this particular video compared to other videos around it. And you'll see real fast that what I'm saying makes perfect sense. You'll see about half the views on this kind of a video compared to probably double on the videos that have to do with a superstar animal, like a Voodoo or a Dinky Daryl. So what I'm trying to say is, it's business, friends. Yes, there's a whole lot of blood, sweat, and tears that we have to do every day and all day. But those are things that you don't always see because it doesn't make business sense. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for trying to understand what I'm trying to say to you. And we're very, the thing that I have to say is that, you know what? It doesn't matter. We're so very blessed to have this lifestyle. This is a lifestyle that so many folks would love to be a part of and have. A lot of people are in the market to get themselves into video creation. But if you want to stand out above and beyond so many of the other farms, it takes a lot of work to do so. And so we're blessed to have you. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for loving us and all of these babies, even our flea bags. And now I got to get back to my bed. Y'all, I got to get back to bed. Lester got to get back to bed to make some videos. I'm playing. Thank y'all for watching. We love you so much. Blessed to have you. And we will catch you guys on the next video.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.